Hello guys, greetings to everyone. It's Ngando Graphics again, and in this video I'll be designing a church flyer. So please, if you've not subscribed to this YouTube channel, do well to subscribe, and also do not forget to turn on the notification bell in order to be notified whenever I post a new video. So straight away we'll be moving into our Pixellab application. Okay, so we'll open our Pixellab application. And the first thing we are supposed to do is to delete this text, and next we'll be changing the background color. So we click on color and the plus icon. So we also click on the pencil. So we're going to delete this text, and the color code we'll be using here is 48C3AC. Okay, we click on the check mark, we click on OK, we click on OK. So this is the color we'll be using for the background, and next we'll be adding a text. So we'll change it to capital letters, we click on OK. So the font we'll be using here is called Montserrat. So Montserrat, and it has different typefaces. So we'll be using Montserrat medium, Montserrat regular. So Montserrat regular, we click on OK, and we are going to align to center and also reduce the size of the text to 22 is okay. So we are going to change the color to black and also reduce the line spacing to -3. Okay, so we move to relative position and ensure it's set to center, is centralized. Okay, so we click on the check mark. So the next thing we'll be doing here, we'll be bringing in the image of pastors. So just bring this and also import the next one. So I'm going to reduce the size and also reduce the size of this. Okay, so next we'll move to eraser, and we make sure we increase the sharpness and also set the blur part to 100%, and we are going to wipe out portions of this. Okay, so once that is done, we are also going to wipe out portions of this. Okay, so I think it's okay like this. So the next thing we'll be doing is, let's move to our layers. We click here. So we select the two images, we click on this, and we make sure that it's at the center. Okay, so once that is done, we'll be adding our text again. So the text this time around, we have the pharmacies, and the font we'll be using here is called the Letter Magic. You can get it from dafont.com. We have the Letter Magic. Okay, so this is the font, Letter Magic. So just increase the size of this font, the text. We increase the size of the text, and the color we'll be using here is, set the color to red. Okay, so I think it's okay like this. So I'm just going to select this and the message text, and I'm going to move it at the top a little. So move it to the top. So I think it's okay like this. So let's reduce this text a little. So once that is done, we are going to save this image. Okay, so we are just going to save, ultra, we click on save to gallery. So now we'll be moving into picsart. We have picsart. So I'll click on the plus icon. Okay, so I'll just bring in the design. This is a design with it and save. So now I'll be clicking now on add. Okay, so we click on add photo, and I'll be bringing in an effect, a light effect, which I downloaded. So I'm going to make available the light effect under the resources. Okay, so you check it under the description, and the resources will be made available there. So this is the light effect I'll be selecting. So once I select, I'll need to click on add on at the top right hand corner. Okay, so I'm just going to increase it and place it here. So once that is done, I'll move to blend. Okay, we take the screen blend and we move to opacity. We reduce the opacity to, let's say, 80. Let's say, okay, let's leave it at 90. Okay, so once that is done, we'll make another copy. So we select the same light effect. We click on our layers at the top here. We click on duplicate. So now we'll be increasing the size of this one. We're just going to increase the size of this and place it here. So increase the size and also duplicate and also place it this way. Okay. So once that is done, what we need to do now is we click on this check mark, click on the check mark, and we click on this down arrow, the arrow pointing down. So we click on save as JPG and we click on save. So automatically it has been saved and it's in the gallery. We'll move back to Pixellab. So once we open our Pixellab, we'll need to click on import and we go to the folder picsart and bring in the image. So once we bring in the image, do not click on, sorry. So we click on import, bring in the image. So we should not click on anything. We'll just need to come to a relative size. We set it to 100%, both the height and the width, and ensure to close this layer. So this is what we'll be working with now. Okay, so now we'll be adding some other effects. Let's import. I added some images, so I'll move to Pixellab. Okay, so we are going to place this here. We copy and we move to crop and rotate. So we are also going to place the other one here. So once that is done, we are just going to close the layers. Okay, so once we close the layers, we'll be writing the name of the pastors. We have change it to capital letters. The font we'll be using here too is Montserrat semi-bold. Montserrat semi-bold. And we are going to change the color of pastor to red. Okay, so we are going to use again the center alignment. So alignment to the center, we'll reduce the size. Let's reduce the size again. So the other text will be changing the color to black. Okay, so I think it's okay. Let's just reduce the size again. So we'll make a copy and change the text. Change it to capital letters and also remove and place it here. So once that is done, we'll be adding some other effect. So let's add the text. Okay, another text. We have the mercy, so we have there. So the font we'll be using for the word there is the vulture. Okay, so I'm going to increase the padding in order to make all portions of the text be visible, and I'll also increase the size. So we change the color of this text to black. Okay, let's just reduce it a little. So let's position it properly. Okay, so we are going to close all these layers to avoid them from moving again. So now we'll be adding again a text. Change it to capital letters. We change the color to black. The font we'll be using here is Montserrat. Montserrat bold. Okay, so we increase the size. Let's see. Let's set the size to 52. Okay, and once that is done, we make sure that we align it with the letter M. So the next thing we'll be adding is shape. So we'll add another shape again, which is the triangle. We are just going to rotate, reduce the size. So the color of this will set it to red, and the color of this too to red. So we are just going to place it on this other shape. Okay, so we add adding again, we'll just make a copy of this text and we'll be writing 3 days. Change it to capital letters. We'll reduce the size and we are going to change the color to white. So we move now to align, which is center. Okay, so reduce the size and also reduce the line spacing. Okay, line spacing. Let's set the line spacing to, I think, -4. It's okay. Reduce the size again. So line spacing to -4. Okay, so that is okay. So the next thing we'll be doing here is we'll need to add again another shape. We are going to add another shape. We just reduce the size. So we change the color again to red. And we are going to still copy this same Montserrat bold text. And we change it to, let's write the time. So we change it to capital letters, okay? We reduce the size and change the color. So we change the color to white. And let's reduce the size. Let's say 32. Let's reduce this. So I'm going to reduce the size again. Let's say 30. We set it to 30. And let's position it properly. So once that is done, we'll be adding the last thing. We'll be adding another thing, which is another text. So let's write the text, which is for the date. We have Monday 23rd. So we change it to capital letters. So reduce the size. So I'm just going to move this for the date, both the shape, just move it a little. Okay, so we'll place it here and increase the date, the size of this. So we'll just increase, let's increase the size. Okay, so it's okay like this. So make a copy. We write the month and the year. Change it to capital letters. And we increase the size. So we'll be changing this color to black. And also this color to black. So once that is done, the next thing I'll be bringing it, let's bring in a tear paper. I downloaded a tear paper. So I'll just close this. And to the tear paper, let's move to shadow. We add a shadow and reduce the blur radius to 5. Okay, so let's close these other things. So now we'll be adding another information. We have let's just copy this Montserrat text. Okay, so we are just going to place it here, and let's change the font. Let's use Montserrat. I think let's try regular. Okay, so let's increase the spacing, change it to capital letters too. So I'm going to reduce the size. And we increase now the spacing again. Okay, so let's set it to the center position. Okay, move it little. So guys, you see the way the flyer looks. You see how beautiful the flyer looks. So this is how this design is being achieved on Pixellab and Snapseed. Please do not forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel in order to be notified whenever a new video comes up, and also leave a like and a comment on the comment section. Also check the description in order to get the resources which I use, and also the font, the names will be included beneath. Thank you very much.